Apprentices, good morning. Today I'm going to record this video because you need to listen to the instruction for this new week. Remember that yesterday, November 18th, was the last day of the second week of the course. Today I'm going to explain you the same way I did the last week. The evidences you have to complete. I'm going to show you the material you have to study, so please pay attention from this moment. Aprendices, antes que seguir con las instrucciones de la semana 3, pues quiero comentarles un poco sobre la semana 2. Pues la semana 2 terminó el día de ayer y pues si ustedes en este momento entran al botón de Activities y entran a la carpeta de la semana 2, pues solamente pues van a encontrar disponibles todos los tests. El test Could You Help Me Please, el test What a Family y la actividad interactiva at the University. La actividad What Do You Say va a quedar, que es la única que tuvieron que entregar, que fue la única escrita, va a quedar inactiva por ahora, mientras habilito nuevamente esas actividades más adelante. Entonces, bueno, eso era lo primero que quería comentarles. Otra cosa, pues quería recordarles que estamos en un nivel 5, donde se necesitan ciertas habilidades, cierto conocimiento, lo que se ha visto en los niveles anteriores, el nivel beginner 1, 2, 3 y 4. Ya en este momento, en este nivel 5, debe estar bastante claro. Algunas personas que han enviado las actividades de la semana 2, les he comentado que de pronto no cuentan con lo requerido para este nivel. Personas que se han molestado por eso, hay personas que de pronto lo han tomado pues bien, pero son cosas que me toca como instructor decirles. Pues alguien me escribió al respecto que en estos cursos estaba para aprender, pero que la verdad estaba nada más porque necesitaba el certificado para graduarse de la universidad o algo así. Entonces es una contradicción que si alguien está para aprender, pero la verdad el único interés es que le den el certificado, no tiene sentido. Aquí sí estamos para aprender, pero para aprender lo que tiene que ver con este nivel. No estamos para aprender lo que ya ustedes deben traer aprendido de los otros niveles. Con esto me refiero tanto a la forma como están escribiendo y a la pronunciación. Hay cosas muy básicas que ya deben manejar perfectamente y pues no voy a ahondar en el tema, pero si usted está aquí solamente por el certificado, entonces va a ser muy difícil si no tienen las habilidades requeridas. Entonces pues los invito realmente a que si quieren estar en el curso, pues acepten las cosas como se las voy a ir diciendo a través de estas semanas y pues acepten también pues lo que les he comentado a algunos sobre los requerimientos mínimos necesarios para estar en el nivel. Ok, bueno, entonces ahora sí ya pasemos a lo que es las instrucciones de la semana 2. Entonces pues let's start. Okay, for this new week, remember that now we are going to work in the week number 3. So you will have to, first of all, you always have to study first. So you are going to the program material button, you are going to click here. Okay, then we are in the training material. We click here. Then we are going to search the file, the folder, materials week number 3, learning activity 2. In this new week, we are going to work the second unit of the learning activity number 2. So click here and you are going to find 2 parts. Okay, you are going to find this one, the what a surprise to see you here. This is a lesson, and the second lesson is what if. Okay, for the first lesson, okay, we are going to do the same we did the last week. We are going to click here and we are going to find the interactive part and the downloadable part. I'm going to explain you something in this part. Bueno, en esta parte quiero detener un momento para explicarle algunas cosas. Hay personas que están teniendo problemas con las actividades o con el material interactivo, más que todo con algunos. quiero recordar que estos problemas no tienen que ver nada con la plataforma, ya que pues, como se dan cuenta, me está corriendo normalmente. Esos problemas se generan cuando a veces usted en su computador no tiene el software correcto, actualizado, o le falta algún complemento, o el Windows que tiene genera algún error. La verdad es muy complicado saber la razón, pero no tiene que ver con la plataforma. Es más con la conexión a internet y el computador que usted está utilizando. Si usted no tiene cómo ver de pronto la parte interactiva, todas las partes interactivas tienen un material descargable. Este material descargable es, aquí usted va a encontrar lo mismo que aparece en la parte interactiva, lo único es que aquí solamente van a poder leer y aquí pues usted va a poder interactuar con los personajes y con los demás. Ok, ahora sí, volvamos a la explicación. Ok, well, the first lesson you have to study is what a surprise to see you here. So you are going to do the same you did in the material of the second week. So you click here in Next. And this time, remember that in the second week, we work in this building. Now we are going to work here. Okay, so click here and follow all the instructions. So in this time, you will have to listen and to read a conversation between these two characters. Okay, so you are going to listen very carefully because you will have to check all this vocabulary. This is very long. Once you complete this conversation, once you listen to all the conversation, okay, the second part of the material of the lesson is going to show. Okay, you are going to see this part. The first part is the warm-up situation, and now after finishing this part, you are going to be able to click here. So answer the questions. Here you will have to drag as you did the last time. Okay, so this is the same. You are going to read this part, then if you think this is the match, so you are going to drag to the correct answer. At the end, you will have to compare. If you see a red square, that means that this is not correct. Okay, so you are going to complete this part. When you click here next, you are going to do the same here. Okay, but remember that you have to complete this correctly.
Compare the following question.
Once you complete that part, okay, you will be able to continue with the lesson, and now you are going to go to the language structure. Here in the language structure, you will have to you have to read these questions. Okay, the first one: am I dancing in Rome? Are you okay? Do you study economics? Okay, you will have to read all this and listen. Compare the following questions and identify the verb tenses. Okay, that's what you have to do here. Click on next, and please, this is very important. You will have to study a lot here. Okay, so this is a lot of important vocabulary that you have to study. Once you finish this part, okay, you will be able to continue to the exercising part. Okay, and in this part, you will have to follow the instructions. So you will have to drag the correct answer. Once you continue these 10 questions, okay, you will be able to read these two. This is the activities for this week. Okay. Bueno, cuando terminemos esta parte de ejercicios, ya digamos que la lección habrá terminado aquí, porque lo que aparece en estos dos recuadros tiene que ver con las actividades que yo luego les voy a explicar en el botón de Activities. So, siempre, normalmente en las lecciones vamos a trabajar la parte de warm-up situation, the answer the questions, the language structure, and finally with la parte de exercising. Okay, now let's continue. Once you finish this part, okay, you will have to go back. Okay, you will have to go back to the program material. So you click here, then you go again to training material. go back to the materials week number 3. Okay, we check the what a surprise to see you here. The lesson now, the second lesson is what if, and you are going to do the same we did before. Okay, this is the same, the methodology is the same. So okay, so this time the lesson what if. Okay, you click in next and you are going to do the same. Follow the instructions, start with the same building, and as you see, you have the warm-up situation and then the same we did with the last lesson. You have here the downloadable material, sorry. And now, once you complete these lessons, you go back to the training materials and you are going to go to the support materials part and search the week 3 external links learning activity number 2. Okay, you have some material here, okay, extra material. Now, the activities for this week number 3 are this. So, you are going to go to activities, to the bottom activities, and you are going to find the folder name week 3 learning activity number 2. For this time, you will have to complete these activities, okay? The interactive activity at downtown, the test, what a surprise to see you here, the evidence test, the test what if, and finally the evidence what would you do. Okay, I'm going to explain you in this part because the test you are going to do the same you did before, and for this activity what would you do, you are going to download the instructions. Remember, here are the instructions. The instructions are very easy and important. What do you have to do here? Okay, read the following situations and write what would you do. Answer in English by using the second conditional structure, conditional type number 2. So, you have some questions here, 4 questions, and you have to answer those questions. But to answer those questions, you will have to use the conditional type number 2. So, you will have to study that part, okay? Here you will have to write the sentences and you will have to make a recording. Listen this part. Uno envía al instructor 2 archivos, uno con el texto y otro con el audio, ¿ok? Y van a hacer lo mismo que hicieron la semana anterior. Adicional a esto, ¿ok? Tenemos la parte interactiva. Entonces, para la semana 3 tenemos 4 activities. We have 4 activities for this week number 3. The interactive activity at downtown, 2 tests, what a surprise to see you here, the test what if, and the written part, what would you do. Okay, I'm going to show you a bit about the interactive activity. You have to click here. A new window will be open and we will have to wait until the activity loads. Well, this interactive activity is very easy. You will have to read the instructions, then click here in close. Now, you will have to, you are going to find some situations. Okay, instructions, select the right tense according to the situation. Okay, what do you have to do? Okay, the first part, you have the market, you have the coffee bar, and you have the daily market. First, you are going to enter in the coffee bar. And, okay, this character is going to say something. You have to click here. And you are going to choose the correct answer. Okay, if you think that the answer is this, I have wanted a hot coffee and some pancakes, you are going to click the answer. But if the if you see this message, try again, it means that it's bad. So you will have to continue and you are going to do the same with the other places. Okay, so for this lesson, this is very a very easy week. We have easy activities, but what is the important part here? The important part here is to study the material, okay? That's what I need you to do. First, study the material here in the program material button and then do the activities. So, apprentices, I wish you a very, very happy weekend and let's work, okay? And if you have questions, don't forget to write to my mail or leave a message in the forums button, okay?